So first of all, from the rear, it looks good, but then when you go to open the boot, you can't find how to open it, and that's because they've gone all swank way on us and they've put a little button in the tail light. Hello and welcome back to the DoneDeal YouTube channel. Today we're reviewing the Ford EcoSport. So this is a Fiesta on stilts. So similarly like the Ibiza and the Arona, this is kind of the beefed up version, the SUV kind of one. So it is a dramatic improvement from the first generation. It looks a lot better. It's got a lot nicer kit. The interior is nicer. If you are interested in looking at one, you can click the pop-out banner there and you can see what is available on DoneDeal. But for now, we're going to find out if this car is both eco and sport. As always, the first thing we have to check out is the boot space. So first of all, from the rear, it looks good, but then when you go to open the boot, you can't find how to open it, and that's because they've gone all swank way on us and they've put a little button in the tail light. Now, although this is cool and it's a bit different, there is one problem. And that is that if you park against another car, you trap yourself out and you can't actually get to the boot. Anyway, the boot itself. So first of all, the good thing is there's no load lip. You have a false floor, which is great, but it's not a very deep false floor, so there's only a tiny bit of a difference. You've got some storage here and here, a parcel tray, and the seats will fold in a 60-40 split. In terms of luggage, I'm not even going to bore you with litres. It's pretty similar to the rest of the cars in its class. You will fit some bags in, although it can, as you see, be a bit of an ordeal. In the rear, it is actually quite spacious. So the doors open pretty wide, although probably not as wide as something like a Renault Capture, which means that putting your car seat in is going to be a little bit harder. There is ISOFIX points, of course. Then in terms of space, plenty of knee room, loads of head space. It is kind of just very basic in here, although there's one nice little extra, and that is a 12-volt socket just in there. But other than that, it is your standard back space, kind of very similar to every other car in its class. In the front, where all the magic happens, it is a nice position to sit in. The seat is very similar to the Fiesta. So in fact, the whole finish in here is similar to the Fiesta and also the Kuga, which we've reviewed recently. In terms of storage, you have space down here, like enough. It's not massive. You have a storage cabinet there, more storage there, 2 drink holders, place for your phone, glove box. It's pretty small, I'm going to be completely honest. And that is basically it. The armrest is a nice addition, although I believe you do have to pay extra for that. Again, with the white paint, you actually pay €800 to have your car not in red, effectively. In terms of infotainment system, it is very Ford-esque. So it's all the simple stuff. It comes with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which works fantastically. Best version of SatNav. You don't need a navigation because of that. It has all your usual toys. It's touchscreen. The standard one comes with a 6-inch display. This is actually the upgraded 8-inch display, which is 100% worth getting. And other than that, steering wheel feels nice and it is a nice place to be. So now it's time to figure out if it is eco and if it is sporty. What's it like to drive? Well, it's kind of an elephant in the room because it's not really eco and it's not really sport. Let's start with eco. So it's going to take about 6.4 litres to go 100 kilometres. To put a monetary value behind that, that's about €9, which it's fair and it's similar to the other ones in its range. It is a 1 litre front wheel drive, 125 brake horsepower engine, which does have a bit of poke. So then it gets into the whole sporty side of things. And being completely honest, it's not that sporty. So the handling is a bit dead. It definitely doesn't have that same grip and kind of road presence that you feel when you're driving the Arona, for example. In terms of pricing though, it sits very well against it. So it comes in at, like I said, 24,000, which with a 30% down payment you can have for only €241 a month, which is pretty decent at a 3.9% APR. Anything else in terms of driving? I will give it one credit, and I don't think you're going to ever hear this, but if you boost, you get almost like a blow-off valve noise with the window open, which is nice, and I guess that's the only thing it has going sporty. But as you can feel around that corner, there's just a bit of roll, and it's not glued to the road. As all of our reviews go, we have to say 3 of our least favorite and favorite things about this car. So first up, and again, I'm not even going to talk about this door, is the spare wheel. I just think the spare wheels are so important, because if you break down, for example, now we're in the Dublin Mountains and you're not near anyone, it can be a scary thing. So having a spare wheel is almost a sense of security. So that is going to be number 1. Number 2 is this passenger seat. Now, obviously it's comfortable, it's identical to the driver's seat in every single way. However, there is no lever to lift it up and down. So you can move it forwards and backwards, absolutely no problem. But you sometimes feel like you're towering over the driver, and actually the visor, it nearly gets in your way. And number 3, and I'm sorry to go back to this again, but it's the EcoSport, because it's not eco or sport, and it goes along with this EcoBoost. Now I know that that's kind of Ford's thing, but EcoBoost and EcoSport would suggest that it is both economical and sporty, and it's kind of just found this balance, which is neither, and that is a bit unfortunate. There are a good few pluses, and number 1 of those is that this, in my opinion, and it's very opinion based, is that the Ford looks the best. Everything from these 17-inch wheels, the white colour really pops, to the front grille. I just think within that section of the market, it absolutely looks the best. Similarly to the Fiesta, I think, as well. Number 2 is the exhaust. Now, you're probably looking at the car and you're thinking, Dave, there is no exhaust on that car. And that is exactly what I mean. I hate the fact that all the cars are adding fake exhausts with no air flowing through them. And this car, Ford haven't even tried. And number 3 is the car from the driver's perspective. When you buy a car, the place that you're going to spend so much time is in the driver's seat. So it's so important that what you see and what's in your line of vision is good. The steering wheel sleek, the 8-inch display looks nice, it looks professional, and that's why I think this is my 3rd favorite thing about this car. And there you have it. That is the Ford EcoSport. And to be completely honest, it is a great car. It's terrific, it's fantastic. It's all of the above, but it is not an EcoSport. And I know I've gone back to that again. And if they just named the car something different, I would be giving this a stand-up review. All in all though, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want to see some similar cars in a similar section of the market, make sure to check out our reviews on the SEAT Arona and on the Hyundai Kona. Both fantastic cars as well. It's a nice, popular section of the market, and it's a very kind of user-friendly as well. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the review. We hope it's helpful, we hope it's insightful, and we hope it helps you get into your next car. If you have any experience with an EcoSport, if you own one, we would love to hear from you in the comments. And of course, any other cars you'd like to see us review, just let us know and we will definitely take note of it and do our best to review those cars. But for now, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.